Viltrumite mark from Invincible. Landscape page, use a pencil, use an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. Let's go. Start with the eyes. Fairly simple drawing style in Invincible. So, center point of my page is about there, I would say. We'll come up over to the right. Its head is probably in the top half. It's pretty big. So we'll go diagonal. And then we'll bring it across. And it kind of slightly angles downward. Might thicken this up a little bit. Bottom eyelid. And then his iris, he's got like big golden eyes in this picture. So, like a circle coming down from the top eyelid. Starting there. Kind of make it as circular as we can. Like so. Pupil in the middle. Like so. And then eyebrow, so he's got like a wrinkly sort of frown. Tick line sort of coming across like that. He uses dark eyebrow in there, so like starts there, comes across, goes up, and then angles itself back down. Got a little eyelid line or something there. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Measure his eye, come over about that much, and that's where his next eye will start. You can easily fit an eye in between here, right? So it's about the length of the eye goes in there, roughly. And then we do the same thing, sort of angled downwards. And I like to make them a little bit darker, these eyelash lines. It's just a style choice. Makes for a better drawing, I think. Bottom eyelid, usually a thinner line than the top. And then that circular iris coming down from the top eyelid. Like so. And then pupil in the middle. Try and get them the same size. Roughly the same size anyway. Do our best. Right, another sort of frowning line, but it's not connected to the eyebrow on this side for some reason. So we'll go up, down. And then we have the dark section that you color in. Like so. Then another sort of bag underneath his eye there. So the way they do the nose. So we'll go like a line down here. It's like they draw the bridge of his nose first, and then they add nostrils. Basically like that. And then they put the skin around the side. like so, not too big. His mouth, flat, sort of downturned mouth line. Very serious. And then bottom lip, kind of like just a little line like that. Very strong chin. Like so. Proportions, right? So I'd say eyebrows to bottom of the nose is about the same as bottom of the nose to the chin. And then bottom of the nose to the bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip, just under the bottom lip, I'd say, to the chin. So here to here, about the same as there to there. And then this and this are about the same. Roughly, that's your proportion. Go for the jaw, and you're aiming for mouth level, sort of underneath the edge of the eyebrow. So this point here, so you cross in that space. Rightio. Same on this side. So I'm roughly just underneath his corner of his eyebrow there, across from his mouth. That's where it'll change direction and go up to his ear. So there's a bit of a gap, and then we have a sideburn, like a V. And then his ear comes out from there. And we will do the same thing over this side. So your ear, when a character is looking forward, the ear is in between this space, right? So it's top of it's like eyebrow level, bottom earlobes or nose level. Okay, so see in there. And then ear lines, so letter J, this kind of shape, or like a curvy letter T, is the easiest way to do it. They add a bit more, like that little bump that we have inside here, and maybe like one more sort of line sort of there somewhere. Lots of different ways of doing that now, but that's a fairly simple way of doing it. Hair, so very angled, sort of step up, right? So it goes up, across, up again. So very sharp, sort of lightning looking Harry Potter scar sort of thing. And then this goes in. In there. And then we go down. We got a couple of little sort of zigzag thingies. And then it comes back up to there. So the rest of the hair, so we've got the side of his head there. Little spike there. And then kind of like a spike out on this side as well. And then it goes down like so. Right, so I think there's like a little spike sticking up here. Looks like. And then go across the top of his head. Down, and then another sort of spike here. And then we go curving down and out, like so. And then there might be like some texture lines and stuff just every now and then, maybe. Not much though. So, let's see, anatomy. Neck. Wide enough neck coming from his jaw. We'll give him some neck muscles, just inside. And then his trapezius. Coming this way, this is where your neck joins your back and your shoulder together. That's that muscle. Center line for the chest is always where these neck muscles go. So it's like here, and then you'll have like top of his collarbone or chest muscle going that way towards his shoulder. So like a male shoulders is 3 heads, like the shoulder width, roughly. So like if you've, not his ears now, his like face, I'd say. Right, so you'll have the edge of his shoulder there, and then roughly the same here. So say the shoulder come out like that. There's a bit of wiggle room. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but roughly a male shoulder width is 3 head widths. So see 1, 2, 3, and then shoulder comes down. Right, so it's just a rule of thumb for a character looking forward. Makes things a bit easier to measure, and it'll make it so like his shoulders aren't weirdly narrow or crazy wide. Right, so we got like chest muscles there, and then we got some of it. So that's basically his anatomy, right? So his costume, he's got these circles on his shoulder, and I won't forget the collar because it'll just make it look less like it's just skin. And then he has this curvy one here, down, like so. And yeah, then the line for the collar just to separate skin color from costume color, like so. Viltrumite mark from Invincible. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.